The unsolved murder of Missy Bevers. In the early morning hours of April 18, 2016, a quiet church in Midlothian, Texas, became the scene of one of the most disturbing unsolved murders in recent history. Missy Bevers was a fitness instructor and mother of three. She was known for her upbeat personality and strong faith. On that mornings, Missy arrived early at Creekside Church of Christ to set up for a Camp Gladiator fitness class. Several students were scheduled to arrive shortly after 5 a.m. They never got the chance. At approximately 3:50 a.m., security cameras inside the church recorded a figure entering the building. The person was dressed in full police tactical gear, helmet, vest, gloves, carrying what appeared to be a hammer or crowbar. What the footage showed was chilling. The individual wandered through the church hallways, calmly opening doors, breaking glass, and moving with no sense of urgency. There was no sign of panic, no sign of a rush, just slow, deliberate movements, as if the person was waiting for something or someone. About an hour later, Missy Bevers arrived, sometime between 4:18 and 5:00 a.m. She was attacked and killed inside the church. Her body was later discovered by her students when they arrived for class. The killer was gone. Investigators immediately focused on the surveillance footage. The suspect's walk was unusual, a distinct gait that many believed could help identify them. Law enforcement released the video to the public, hoping someone would recognize the person. Thousands of tips poured in. Some believed the suspect was a man. Others were convinced it was a woman. The police gear raised unsettling questions. Was it real, or a disguise meant to intimidate and confuse? Nothing was stolen from the church. That detail changed everything. This wasn't a burglary gone wrong. The killer had no interest in valuables. Their focus appeared to be on Missy Bevers herself, suggesting the murder was targeted. Attention turned to Missy's personal life. Investigators learned she was in the middle of a separation from her husband, Brandon Bevers, who was out of state at the time of the murder. He was publicly cleared, but speculation never fully went away. Missy was also active on social media and had a wide network of acquaintances. Could someone have known her schedule? Could someone have been waiting for her? Despite extensive investigation, no arrests were made. Years later, the case remains unsolved. The surveillance video continues to haunt viewers: the slow walk, the heavy gear, the way the killer casually roamed the church in silence. It's one of the few murder cases where the suspect was captured so clearly on camera, yet remains completely unidentified. Missy Bevers was laid to rest, but her family and community are still searching for justice. Someone knows who that person in the video is, and until that person is found, the halls of that church remain a reminder of how evil can hide in plain sight, wearing a badge, a uniform, and a disguise designed to make you trust them. The unsolved murder of Missy Bevers. In the years since Missy Bevers was murdered inside Creekside Church of Christ, one question has never stopped haunting investigators: who was already inside that church, waiting for her? The surveillance footage remains the centerpiece of the case. The suspect entered the church nearly an hour before Missy arrived. They didn't rush. They didn't hide. Instead, they calmly wandered the halls, opening doors, breaking glass, and occasionally stopping almost as if listening. This behavior puzzled investigators. If the motive had been robbery, the suspect wasted time. If it was vandalism, the damage was minimal. And if it was random, the timing was too perfect. Missy arrived exactly when the suspect needed her to. That suggests planning. One of the most talked about aspects of the case is the suspect's appearance. They wore what looked like full police tactical gear, including a helmet, vest, and boots. But experts later noted inconsistencies. The gear appeared mismatched, possibly costume quality. The helmet didn't sit correctly. The vest seemed bulky, almost oversized. Was the uniform meant to disguise the killer's identity, or to confuse witnesses and investigators? Many believe it was both. Then there's the walk. The suspect's gait became one of the most debated details in true crime history. Some viewers believed the walk suggested an injury or physical limitation. Others argued it was the result of heavy boots or an ill-fitting outfit. A few even claimed the walk looked feminine. Law enforcement has never confirmed whether the gait is natural or forced, which leaves another unsettling possibility. What if the person in that footage was deliberately altering their walk? As the investigation expanded, attention turned to Missy's personal life. She was in the middle of separating from her husband, Brandon Bevers. At the time of the murders, Brandon was out of state on a fishing trip and was later cleared by police. However, rumors continued to swirl online, fueled by body cam footage from police interviews and the couple's strained relationship. Investigators also looked into Missy's business life. As a fitness instructor, she regularly posted her class locations and times on social media. This made her schedule public. Anyone could know exactly when and where she would be alone early in the morning. That detail opened the door to countless theories. Was Missy targeted by someone she knew? A disgruntled acquaintance? A jealous rival? Someone from her past who held a grudge? Police have confirmed the murder was likely personal, but they've never revealed why they believe that or who they suspect. Another disturbing detail emerged when investigators learned the suspect may have been familiar with the church layout. They moved confidently through hallways, knew which doors to open, and seemed comfortable inside the building. Had they been there before? Church members were questioned. So were local residents. Still, no solid lead emerged. Years later, new surveillance footage from a nearby sporting goods store surfaced. A person wearing similar tactical gear was seen wandering inside. Just days before the murder, the individual appeared to be casing the store or possibly trying on gear. Was it the same person? Police have never confirmed the connection. Despite thousands of tips, advances in forensic technology, and national attention, the case remains cold. No DNA has been publicly linked to a suspect. No weapon has been found, and the person in that footage has never been identified. Missy Bevers' family continues to wait. They believe someone out there knows the truth, someone who recognizes the walk, the body type, the way the suspect moves, someone who has stayed silent for years. And that silence is what keeps this case alive. Because whoever killed Missy Bevers didn't vanish. They walked out of that church. They blended back into everyday life. And they've been hiding in plain sight ever since. Until they recaught. The footage keeps playing. The questions keep growing. And the mystery remains unsolved.